Yo guys, how's everyone doing? This is your guy Assassin Dave. Welcome to another Dave Talk episode, and today I want to discuss with y'all my thoughts on the future of ML and why I think Mobile Legends will remain the #1 mobile MOBA on a global scale. I gotta say, I was losing faith in Mobile Legends after a long season of playing solo queue in a very unbalanced meta, but things have taken a very interesting shift lately. Developers took my suggestions and started to balance the game more and more, giving silence more of a stake in the game. Even though it's not ideal amount as expected, but it's still a lot better than before. I mean, as long as the current maps stay like this, there will never be a truly balanced meta with very clear and separate roles like jungle, support, mid, top, bottom lane, as I talked about before, because so how easy it is to invade jungles. But the point is, we're seeing some drastic improvements throughout the game. And before we talk about some of the really good improvements, I want to reveal a bit of the classified discussion I had with the developers a few months back earlier this year. Well, to be exact, it's actually end of last year. I actually spent hours, if not days, I think it's about like 3 to 4 days of just analyzing every single hero and talking to the developers, and I came up with something called the all-round meta, patch all-round meta. Basically, there are a lot of heroes that's largely unplayable, and I mentioned to them you can just make some simple adjustments to make most heroes playable at least, so it will be more fun for a lot of players like you and I. For example, let's start out with assassin category. I mentioned that Saber is just so sad, right? I mean, his function was largely replaced by a support hero called Kaja, and Saber doesn't even do that much damage compared to Kaja. Kaja doesn't need any farm, and he can use a suppression ultimate to kidnap you, and then his teammate will just slaughter you and you're dead, right? And then Saber was just not very good, is still not very good. I mentioned to them that Karina, Lancelot, Zilong, all those heroes need to have a huge boost on damage. I mean, what defines assassins, right? I told them that assassins need to have the ability to kill people, right? Kill the backline if he lands all his skills, if he do his combo properly, he need to have the ability at least to kill somebody. But right now in the current meta, even if a lot of assassins do their combo properly, they still cannot kill a simple marksman. So I told them that they need to make some adjustment, and guess what? We got a Lancelot rework, we got a Hanzo rework, and we got a Natalia rework, right? A lot of hero has been reworked to make the game a lot better. And right now you will notice all those assassins I just mentioned can be played. And if you know what to do, you can actually play them really well. They will actually have a huge impact in the game. They will actually be really, really annoying to go against. I also mentioned them that the fundamental about marksman category that, for example, Layla. Right? This hero has no mobility, and on top of it, she has no damage. So a hero has no mobility, no early game, and you can't even stay in lane and poke your opponent, then why would someone ever pick Layla? It's just common sense. Same as Yi Sun-shin. I told them that Yi Sun-shin used to be a really good hero when it first came out, right? There's a bleeding effect when it first came out, if some of you remember. But the developer thought that was too OP and it took it away for the longest time. And Yi Sun-shin, guess what? Became the most useless hero in the game. The recent rework definitely brought him back to one of the most fun heroes to play. We proposed this idea a while back, and finally it's come to life. These are just some heroes, some examples that I mentioned to them that need to be revamped. And then also other examples includes Alpha, includes heroes like Zilong. I told them that just need a lot of help because all those heroes are very classic OG heroes. They're really fun. They used to be really fun. I think should still be available or viable to play. And for the longest time, all those suggestions just went quiet, right? I didn't hear anything back from them. There was no update or whatsoever. They just told us they're working on it. But up until this point, guess what? We have seen a lot of changes already coming our way, right? Yi Sun-shin got a rework. I think a lot of you guys are enjoying it. As I mentioned, the Silent Fighters got a huge rework, right? Gatal Kaja, you have Hilda, you have Ruby. You have quite a bit of heroes now at your disposal that you can actually play. The meta are definitely getting more and more fun and more playable, more and more enjoyable to play. I actually have quite a bit of hero I want to play on stream personally because it's now fun to me, right? The point here is developers actually took my suggestions. It took them a while, but eventually they are slowly but surely adjusting all the heroes to make the all-round hero meta possible. Basically, all the heroes are playable. And then recently in the Van server, we see more and more reworks, right? We see Alucard getting reworked. basically getting a huge buff on damage and all that kind of stuff. Saber getting reworked. We know LoLWR has received this huge rework, and if you look at advanced server, the most recent update 1.4.949 or something, it was incredible to play LoLWR. Even though I can only play against computers, but I can personally tell you firsthand that LoLWR is going to be one of the best marksmen available in the game. If you want a hyper carry marksman, go for LoLWR, because the revamped LoLWR in advanced server is dope as F, and I can't wait for this LoLWR to come out in the normal servers. And there are other reworks, right? Zilong, and there are new fighters coming out, new assassins coming out. This small update in the advanced server showed us that developer actually cared about my suggestions and they're actually taking them, even though it took them a while. But if they actually go with this route and continue to rework and adjust a lot of the classic heroes people like to play and make the entire game just really, really fun, they're gonna keep their core players. I mean, I'm just gonna give you some examples on like the new update coming out in the advanced server. We see that Ryu Saber got a huge damage buff. You know, like the ultimate is now the third blow actually does triple the damage compared to before. So this assassin is gonna do insane amount of damage. He can one-shot someone if he does the combo properly. Mia skill damage got a huge increase on her passive, and Alucard skill damage got a huge increase as well. They're just all-around adjustment, right? The most exciting one that I look forward to is Alpha. Alpha received a huge damage buff, and you guys has already seen it from a lot of other YouTube videos on what kind of adjustment happened to Alpha. But I'll tell this right here: if Alpha land a full combo, he's able to kill the backline now, just like he used to be when he first came out, until they somehow just nerfed him to the ground and made Alpha completely useless. But yeah, Alpha is going to be really, really good. I cannot wait for all this adjustment to come to normal server. In fact, I don't think they should even test it in advanced server. I think just roll it out right in the normal server, because this adjustment is direly needed for a lot of players, including me. For those who doesn't have access to the advanced server, in North America, we really want to see those reworks, because this is really, really important for Mobile Legends community. With all this adjustment I just mentioned in advanced server, in normal server, the core takeaway message I want you guys to get is that Mobile Legends Moonton is actually doing a lot of work to make their game better, to make you guys happy, right? To make us happy, to make us want to play the game, to say the least. Now, I recently made a lot of videos about League of Legends comparison with Mobile Legends, League of Legends Wild Rift. I have my doubts regarding the game, so I decided to talk to a lot of influencers and a lot of pro players in North America, and then the general answer that I received: all the pro players in North America are gonna leave, right? They're gonna leave ML, they're gonna go to League of Legends Wild Rift, just because the current meta is still very imbalanced and they have had enough. Unfortunately, I told them that those players didn't represent the whole community. Majority of the community still play the game for fun, not for competitive reasons, right? And then there are so many of their friends back home in Philippines, in SEA countries, and wherever they came from, or in US, still play the game just for fun. And ML is exactly created for that. And, competitive is part of it, but it's only for a small group of people. Majority of the players still play the game for fun, for the merit, for friendship, for a lot of other things, And I talked to some influencers, and then the universal answer that I received that North America region is going to be largely dominated by Wild Rift, and that's a given, just because how big Riot is, like in North America. Every single gamer knows about Riot. Every single gamer knows about League of Legends. In SEA, that might not be the fact, right? You might have heard about the name League of Legends, but you never heard about Riot. You never really know about League of Legends, what's behind League of Legends. So the point being made here is ML on a global scale will largely be uninfluenced, basically untouched. ML will still remain the most dominant mobile games in SEA. I think the MPL, all the stuff will still go on just fine. It's just like the AOV first came out. Everybody thought ML is done. AOV is done, created by Tencent, this biggest gaming company in the world. Look where AOV is right now. I think the exact same scenario is going to happen, where ML will largely dominate the global market, but some small market like North America region will be taken over by League of Legends Wild Rift. But that doesn't really matter on a global scale. For me, as a content creator, I wouldn't just make content for Wild Rift because like North America has 200 more viewers now, right? That's still not going to be enough to feed me. If you want to make content, you want to make content for a game that have millions, hundreds of millions of players. And that's exactly what Mobile Legends is. And I think that's exactly where Mobile Legends will remain, even when League of Legends Wild Rift comes out. Anyways, leave a comment down below, guys. Let me know what you guys think about everything I just mentioned. Like I said, the developer are really doing their best, and I cannot wait for the solo queue ladder to come out. I cannot wait for the new map to come out. You know, all those, when they come out, it's gonna make Mobile Legends a much better game. Just a beautiful game overall. I enjoyed this game. This is my first mobile I played, and I played for the longest time ever, right? You know, besides Dota and stuff on PC mobile games that I played a long time ago. So I really wish ML will do well, and I think ML will do well. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. Once again, like, subscribe, and turn the bell to all notifications so you won't miss a video from us in the future. With that, Assistant Dave signing off. Love you guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye now.
Just for the thrill of it, nothing counterfeit with you, just the thrill of it.